So in one of the last few videos, you guys probably saw that I went ahead and tried to fix or temporarily fix these little visors that are on the side of the windows right here on the Dodge Charger. And the other day I was just driving on the highway. It was very cold out, and the funniest thing happened. This one actually just flew off the car. Luckily there was no one behind me and it didn't hit anyone, but this thing just flew off. And yeah, as you can see, this 3M tape really isn't doing anything anymore. You never see 3M tape come off that easily. So now we gotta address that fully. Luckily, I went ahead and got a brand new set from Amazon. This company is actually a company that is using my car as their advertising. So I thought, you know what? Why not order this, see how it fits on the car. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the last one. And I DM'd the company. I was like, hey guys, you guys are using my photos. I'm not running your products or anything. And they just completely ignored me, acted like they didn't see my message, but they definitely read it. So today we're just gonna be taking off the old ones. They're gonna come off really easy. I was just driving and I heard some weird noise and that thing went flying. I saw it flying in the air from my rear view mirror. And luckily, again, it didn't hit anyone, thank God. But yeah, so we're gonna put on this today and get this in before it's too cold. And we're also gonna be prepping the car for winter. One of the things about this car is that it does have fabric floor mats and it is super dirty, ignore that. But we're gonna go ahead and clean this today and throw on some new WeatherTech style floor mats so we can get through the winter. I really did not wanna mess up my interior with another winter coming down. And I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit more cold, a little bit more salt on the roads. So because of that, I went ahead and got some floor mats. And these are the rubber ones, so they should fit. So they kind of look like this. They should fit around everything that's in the car. They're kind of molded to the car, which is really, really nice. And they weren't that expensive either. I know the WeatherTech ones usually run you about $150 to $250, depending on if you're getting the full set or not. I got a set of 4 for the front 2 seats and the rear seats for only $100, which is a great price in my opinion. And again, the main purpose of this is just so we can get through winter and not mess up the interior any more than we already have, which we already have. But I think the first step is gonna be just getting these things off. And again, this should be really easy. There we go. If anyone wants some window visors, there's only gonna be 3 of them. Let's go ahead and get these off too. See, this one's on good. Yeah, this tape is just holding on for dear life at this point. Like, this takes no effort for it to just come off in full pieces, which is wild for 3M tape. Hopefully this tape is a little bit better than the other one, and this one lasts longer than a year. That stuff's only been on there for about a year or so I'm really surprised that it didn't last long. But then again, they are pretty cheap. Like this one was 30 bucks, that one was 30 bucks. So it's not that bad that it didn't work for that long, but I would definitely prefer it to. And I did get these in the same exact style. So they're not the ones that go fully down, but they have a little curvature to them. So it's gonna look exactly the same as the old ones, and that's kind of what I wanted. And these ones do seem a little bit higher quality. In terms of the tape, I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough, but we'll go ahead and make sure we clean that up properly and get these stuck on. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So this is just one corner of the window strip. You can tell how dirty it was. In person, you really couldn't tell, but once I cleaned it with some rubbing alcohol, this is how much gunk came off. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is grab the new ones. We're gonna heat them up a little bit because it is like 45 degrees right now. We're gonna take the heat gun, warm up the 3M tape on each of these pieces before we stick them on. And then we're gonna go ahead and clean up every corner right before we attach this piece on there, just so we make sure we get the best adhesion. It's not too cold for the 3M tape to stick on there, and hopefully it comes out good. Honestly, the fitment on these ones is a lot better than the old ones that I had. For one, it doesn't go all the way down here, so it doesn't really risk blocking any of this. And not only that, it goes all the way till the end of the door. So before, the old one used to end like right here in the center. This one used to end right here in the center. There was a gap right here, but now it kind of goes till the end of the door, starts at the end of the door, and goes all the way till the edge. But it is a little bit open right here, but that's fine. It fits a lot better over here than it did on the other one. I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and do the other side of the car. It's gonna take another 5 minutes, and then we'll jump into opening up the second box of the floor mats, getting those in the car. Obviously, we need to clean up the car, vacuum the inside and stuff, but just small stuff that we need to do. Yeah, but I don't know about you guys. I feel like these small window visors make such a big difference on the car. It makes it look a little bit more sleek. But now we can go ahead and do the fun part. Taking off the little protective covering. Looks like all the tape stuck down properly. I took my time pressing it down on each corner. And just like that, we are good to go. It was actually funny, and I'm glad I got this done because, as I mentioned in one of my last videos, when I was driving, I could see the rear kind of corners flopping back and forth when I was driving on the highway, especially at like 60, 70 miles per hour. It would flop back and forth. It wouldn't make any noise or anything, but it looked like it was about to fly off any second. So when it did fly off, I wasn't very surprised. But I'm glad it didn't hit anybody, right? Because that would have been on me. But that kind of was the catalyst for me ordering some new ones. I've just been lazy with it. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. But now we don't have to worry about flopping window visors. Open up this box. And we got them out. This is how they look. Got the little Husky badge here. I kind of like it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I only like it because it matches my toolbox, which is a Husky toolbox, but no one's ever gonna know that. So I don't know. Should I keep them? Should I get rid of them? They're stick-on. You could probably get rid of them if you wanted to, but overall, they're very hard plastic. They're not like soft at all. You can probably tell from the sound, but I wanna see how they fit into the car. This one does look like it's a little bit warped, so I might have to heat it up, smoothen it back down. Actually, the heat gun is right here. Let me try it real quick. Yeah, and just as I thought, I got the bubble to go down. So now we're just gonna place them in the car. But first, I forgot we gotta vacuum the car because the car is super dirty. Didn't want to just hide the dirt underneath it. So we'll go ahead and vacuum the car real quick. Shouldn't take long. Then we'll put these in. Hopefully they fit really well. You could even tell that they have these little indents where the stock factory mats kind of like hook into the car, so that way these won't sit too high either. So I really like that small detail on these pretty cheap, affordable mats that anyone can honestly get. First one in, let's see how it looks. I'm excited for this, I don't know why. Honestly, this fits really, really well. Like, this fits right around this indentation around the seat. It fits really well across that side. It goes up pretty high on the footwell too, which is nice. That way you can really extend out your feet if you wanted to. And it looks really good too because it is black on black. I don't want those colorful padded mats that a lot of people who have Dodge Chargers run. But yeah, I'm really liking this. Now you don't have to worry about someone getting in your car and just mucking it up with salt, dirt, whatever, snow. You know, it's perfect. Now we got that situated. Now we can just toss these last two in. I already threw in the rear one on this side. So now we can just throw these in and see how it looks in the car. Now, I'm really not sure if you're supposed to take out these old mats or not, but I just left them in because I don't want to take them out. I put them somewhere, I lose them, I forget about them. I'd rather just have them in the car and not be running around or not be rolling around in the trunk or somewhere in the house. So now we just gotta place this in here. Honestly, I am super happy with how these came out. These things fit perfectly. You could tell that all the curvature is perfectly fine. It even matches up with this little foot pedal, footrest right here very, very well. Now it does need to kind of warm up a little bit and get bent down right here, but other than that, fits super, super nice. And again, no issues. For only $100, this thing is a steal. So I'm really happy that I bought this. So this is how the front looks when you stand back at a distance, and this is how the rear looks. Again, fits in perfectly. Love how it came out. So I did get both of these products off Amazon. I'll go ahead and drop the link for both of them down below. Now we do have good news and bad news. Bad news is the rust on the E30 was a lot worse than we expected, so that car's gonna take a lot longer to come back than originally planned. It's actually being moved to a third shop so that they can finish the work. But the good news is the wheels for the Dodge Charger should be here next week. So I'm super excited to finally see them after waiting 4 months, 5 months or something like that for them. So we finally got our new wheels in. Don't think we're gonna put them on just yet, but we're gonna wait. But you guys will get to see them, so stay tuned for that. But for the time being, we'll continue the content on the Dodge Charger here, so definitely stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think of these small little modifications, if you wanna call it that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm now realizing how dumb I am. I could have just taken these off like I just did, put new 3M tape, not had to worry about like 3M tape sticking on this and coming off in pieces, because it came off in full chunks, and then just saved myself $30 by putting these back on. Oh well.